Well, this 4th of July turned out to be a bit of a dangerous one. 2 women are recovering right now at Advocate Christ Medical Center from some serious injuries from a fireworks show. Well, just a little bit before midnight last night, Rod Blagojevich and his lawyers filed an appeal. Thanks, ladies. Well, employees of local businesses here in Norman like Eskimo Snow and Unique Confessions will not see a pay increase under this bill. So I talked to Chief Bailey with the Norman Fire Department, and he told me why this time of year specifically, wildfires are more of a concern. Now, we do have another heat advisory for 11 a.m. today. Now, this, of course, is after the 6.5-hour zoning committee meeting that happened yesterday that kind of worked out all the details of the plan. Although no members of Carpenters Local 329 would talk to me, they are giving flyers like this one right here to all students explaining that the work being done by Nail Interiors and Acoustics at the construction site right behind me is not paying standard area wages for their employees. Good evening and welcome to OU Nightly. I'm Jessica Bruno. Coming up on OU Nightly, breaking news out of a courtroom in Texas today. We'll have details. Thanks, Mason.
Thanks, Will.
Well, still to come on OU Nightly, we'll have one more look at that 5-day forecast. So the snow is finally starting to kind of come to an end. And an Oklahoma man accused of threatening President Obama and the First Lady in 2011 has now pleaded guilty. Well, we're starting with some breaking news this afternoon.
This guy just comes out of our kitchen running out.
This story might sound a little familiar.
I woke up and saw a guy right here, like at the foot of my bed, going through my dresser and stuff over here.
It was just 2 weeks ago that Andrew Malati and Forrester Zeit got an unexpected 4 a.m. wake-up call from an unwanted intruder. Turns out the thief hit Chautauqua again around the same time this past Saturday. This time, 2 friends of Malati and Zeit, OU seniors Grant Thefford and Ryan Bass, were the target.
The deadbolt wasn't locked, so it was just the handle, so that's kind of easy to break in if you really wanted to.
After another failed burglary attempt, this thief wasn't lucky enough to get away.
Out of the corner of my eye, I yelled at him, and then he just took off out the front door.
Thefford said he chased the thief down Chautauqua, found him jiggling other doorknobs, and called the police. Well, Captain Tom Easley with Norman PD tells me that this area on Chautauqua has seen 16 auto and 10 residential break-ins since September 1st. He also tells me that they have reason to believe that the suspect actually lives in this area.
A lot of these we have commonalities and we have direct evidence that ties to a particular suspect.
Captain Easley also said that many of the houses near Chautauqua that have been broken into were left unlocked, so he advises everybody living near campus to lock up at night. Jessica Bruno, OU Nightly.
OU Nightly's Jessica Bruno is live outside a local pharmacy with a closer look at the debate surrounding this case. Jess?
Thanks, ladies. Well, now people are wondering if the company's employees will be able to purchase certain forms of contraception using their insurance at pharmacies like CVS. So I got a local perspective on the issue. Take a look. It's a business built on faith.
We believe that Americans don't lose their religious freedom when they open a family business.
The Oklahoma City-based craft supply store Hobby Lobby is the reason why protesters gathered outside the Supreme Court last Tuesday. The majority of these activists, mostly women, expressing their support for another freedom, the freedom of choice. A drug known as a morning after pill is the reason why the Green family, who owns Hobby Lobby, challenged the Supreme Court, claiming a health care law violates their religious beliefs.
The choice the government has forced on us is unfair and not in keeping with the history of our great nation, founded on religious freedom.
The lawsuit stems from a federal mandate by Obamacare, requiring companies to cover all forms of birth control for female employees. Hobby Lobby does offer most forms of birth control, but does not support the use of drugs like the morning after pill that they believe substitute a form of abortion. This steams an already hot-button debate, especially among women.
I think that's their own business. They really want it covered, they can get it themselves. Health insurance is a basic human right, and so I think contraceptives, all kinds of contraceptives are included in that. And for that reason, Hobby Lobby should provide them.
A survey posted on the OU Nightly Facebook page, as well as my own, asked women if they have or would ever choose to take a morning after pill. Out of the 85 women who responded, over half said yes, and 71% of women also said they don't believe this is a form of abortion. And the majority of women who responded to my survey were actually from Texas and Oklahoma, which are two predominantly red states. And many of them said even though they wouldn't take the pill, they also don't think that it is a form of abortion. So there's a lot of varying opinions, at least that I found. So it'll be interesting to see the controversy that could spark whenever the court comes to a ruling. Reporting from the Norman CVS on Lindsay Street, Jessica Bruno, OU Nightly. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jess. A ruling is expected by late June and could clarify if freedom of religion applies to companies or just individuals.